Hello again and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate Shadows of the Enhanced Edition. Yes, we are still in the Underdark. We've just, we've robbed the random mage who was powerful and had a lot of scrolls and everything. In a very sneaky manner. We dealt with some deep gnomes, and the deep gnomes directed us a bit more along the plot. They told us Irenicus and Bodhi were probably inside the Drow city, which we probably just can't stroll into. Well, I think we can, but let's not do that. I don't think that will help along the mystery very much. So, they advised us to go and visit some creature called Adelon, who might be able to help us. Oh. A Drow war party teleports into the area. A stench of sinister magic pervading all. Really?
Yes?
Alright. So, yeah, we're in the middle of that now. Good tactic with the Drow, attack the women first. Because they are the priestesses, they are the leaders, and they are probably the most dangerous. Now, for our mages, we kind of gotten suddenly caught in the middle of things, so let's quickly throw up our protection spells. Alright, that's done. Viconi, you're gonna go and attack this front line, as it were. Yeah, this is going well. Yeah, you see,
Fine.
the ladies are already casting spells.
Best be paid well for this.
This lady doesn't seem to be casting spells, so that might be the rare female fighter.
That's what you deserve.
That lady certainly is casting something.
That's what you deserve.
No mercy for those who oppose
Well,
us!
so far this is going actually quite well, a lot better than I expected. Because yeah, they are all dead.
I meant to do that.
With vengeance!
So I actually did some research, as I promised, into the Sniff Neblin.
On my
Sniff
way.
Neblin, it's actually pronounced. And yeah, it's no wonder that I don't know much. No one knows much about the Sniff Neblin, because they are apparently, mystery is kind of in their nature. They don't. The Sniff Neblin actually are interesting that they don't do anything in the name of history keeping or time keeping. They basically time doesn't have, or the past doesn't have much meaning for them. So they kind of they kind of don't have much in the way of written history, so no one knows much about them. But they apparently follow one of the gnome gods that let them, that they believe let them down here. But otherwise, yeah, no history of enslavement or such, and they use their secrets well. Let's see. That's a
I
full...
can carry no more. Minions, get it.
Oh, I have dry bolt. I have bolts here. Let's throw those. I figure I thought those slots were empty. Well. Wow, our ammunition container is actually full.
Nature could find a home here if it were properly cleansed
Okay.
and balanced.
Huh. Oh well, let's get everyone a nice drow full plate. Edwin can do the honors of identifying all that. A drow shield plus 3. That's not so much worth to carry to switch around for, because we all have already plus 2 shields at least. Yeah, so that's not a huge change. But obviously, yeah, plus 5 on the full plate. We ain't gonna get better than that. So let's give every plated character this nice full plate. Well, let's remove the ring for now. Oh, we're gonna have to put the all heavy armors away in a bag or something, I think. So now we almost all have heavy drow full plate. Maybe we can find another one here. Yeah, we can. These slaves were all dressed up in full plate. And the gentleman as well, I think. Now, I think their weapons are mostly just +2 or +3. Yeah, +3 normal ones. We already have better, so... We might want to have a look at selling this stuff soon enough, but for now... I can leave it here for now.
What now? Ugh.
But to be honest, maybe we should equip Imoen with a crossbows. That might be an idea. She really needs a ranged weapon. Oh well, that'll stay lying there for a while, I think. Who is slow? Imoen. Of course she is. Right, this...
Tell me, did Gorion tell you many tales of the Underdark? Did he, perchance, mention some of the races that live below?
Very timely to talk about this, Viconia.
I have been told a few tales, but not many. Tell me of these races if you wish to. I'm sure you have heard of the revolting Illithids. I understand that the surfaces they are referred to as mind flayers, an apt name for a devourer of minds.
Yes, the Illithids. That's I'm not sure if Illithid is actually the name they refer themselves to, but they might not even have a name for themselves because they're curious creatures.
They are a strange specimen. With an empire as mighty as the Drow, we forged treaties, but a single thought can bring a collapse when dealing with psionics.
Actually, it's funny she calls them a mighty empire. They really are not all that mighty. They have, well, some mighty colonies in the Underdark, but in truth, the Mind Flayers used to have like a galactic empire, as it were, but that was destroyed, and now they're kind of hiding out in the Underdark.
Negotiation with them are fraught with peril, as they would prefer you to you as a square meal rather than an ambassador of goodwill. The thing that strikes you on first meeting is the eyes, blank, roomy, white, unblinking, and the 4 tentacles which dangle and twitch over a lamprey mouth.
I am do they have? Yeah, I think they have 4 tentacles.
The skulls are striated like the contours of a man's brain, but it pulses like a sheep's bladder. The Illithid's mind is a strange landscape still. Their main goal is dominance of others, and they believe that life with the elder brain is the highest form of being.
Yes, very true. The Illithid actually, indeed, dominance is a very big thing. Dominance and security is a very big thing. They are very paranoid people. So much so that they actually willingly kind of let their wills be controlled by the elder brain.
That, and the delight they seem to get from cracking open your skull like a hen's egg and drinking everything inside your head.
Yes, that's definitely what they want.
Really, what else can you tell me? This is all exciting new lore. The Kurtau are a race of fishmen that form the third of the Underdark civilized domains. Cold, horrid creatures driven into the underground seas long ago. Yes, once again, I might need to do some research on the Kurtau. I don't know too much about them, except that they are, well, underground fish people. They are usually on good terms with the Drow, but they hate us, as they loathe most everything. They despise sunlight and the surface dwellers that drove them from it. The Kurtau will trade, but negotiations are fraught with danger. No one Kurtau settlement is the same as the next. They are unstable and prone to profound suspicion. Yes, unlike the Drow. That would actually maybe be a comment Skizzy would make in character. Oh. Did I miss anything? No, sorry. I've seen them swim across Lake Tresnileth, cresting and leaping. They appeared to enjoy themselves. The speed was amazing, easily a Corsair carrack at full sail. The first sign of Kurtau is a reek of dead fish. Head away from the water they need to survive in. Risking a fight is to flirt with the cold maidens. Not really. The Kurtau are not that big of a danger. Wow, you really could write a bestiary about this, I think. Or do some kind of Forgotten Realms lore channel. Heh, these things are known to all Drow easily. I am sure there's equally as much you could tell me about surface creatures. Kind of.
Do I have to do
Yes,
all
put
the
on the
work?
list.
We
Research
will
the
serve the greater
Kurtau.
balance.
I find it interesting. They don't. She doesn't mention. Well, she mentions a lot. There's the Eye Tyrants, big powers in the Underdark, the Beholders, as it were. Then there are, of course, the Durgar, the Snurf Neblin, and the Aurochs kind of have their own kind of stuff as well. Aurochs
Welcome.
are. Ooh.
Welcome to my lair. I have watched your progress with great interest.
So, looking by the color of this, it's a silver dragon, which is a goodly sort of dragon. Interesting to find one to have a lair here in the Underdark. They usually like high mountain peaks, not deep underground caves.
Well, I must be a grand sight if I interest the eyes of a silver dragon.
Your egos. Well, let's see if I can find a good voice for her. Your ego is undeservedly. Interest does not mark my support, my approval or support. Do not presume that to be on good graces, Skizny. I am not as tolerant as others of my kind. I am Adelon, the Guardian. I have done my duty as well as I have been able to for many centuries. I was not the first, but I know the history.
Well, and you are truly a magnificent sight, my lady. I am awed.
Yes, of course. But I have little time for your starry-eyed fawning. Listen well to what I have to say. Well, she's quite brisk for a silver dragon, or brusque. My charge is the Elven Ruins above, an ancient temple that marks the gateway to the Underdark. There are others elsewhere, but this was the first.
First of what?
The temple marks where the elves of Darkheart first descended, truly separating from elvenkind and becoming Drow. The Drow keep an outpost, the outpost of Usnotha, here as a symbol, one to be fought over regularly, though I have governed the hostilities and seen the place seen peace for decades at a time. Oh, so that's interesting. The first cave where the Drow first went underground. That's quite an historical site. I'm not sure if that is where this game says it is, but it might be. Or the people of the Forgotten Realm might believe that to be. It is all, of course, well, thousands upon thousands of years ago, at least. But there has been a crime here recently. I can no longer support my commitment. I will ask your assistance, and in return, I will aid you.
I do not respond well to requests for favors. Perhaps if I got a taste of your horn.
Silence! I will tell you when you may speak.
This is a very important matter and I will not be interrupted. Of course, my Lady Edelon. Skisney, do keep quiet.
Why am I being sussed back by my own employees? I do not like this.
The Drow respected the borders of this place for centuries, only venturing out for sports and small skirmishes. That was the balance. The two you seek, this Bodhi and John Irenicus, I believe they have made a deal with the Drow for their own safe passage and offered a way to tip the scales of their against their elven enemies. It is unfortunate that they did not offend you in some way. We might have been spared the headache of all this journey if they had to face an angry Silver. Oh, I am not quite sure this Silver Dragon would do all that well against, John Irenicus and Bodhi combined. They are powerful enemies, I assure you. You may ask why I do not extend my influence. I cannot. Irenicus bargained with my most prized possessions. He violated my lair and stole from me. They have taken my eggs. Well, is this the Easter episode all of a sudden? We're searching for... where we have a bridge search for eggs.
Unfortunate. I assume they threatened to destroy them should you venture out. That's what I would do.
I have been informed that to move from my lair is to cause the destruction of my eggs. It is a final straw in a long list of atrocities I have witnessed.
Ah, clever indeed. They managed to take the one thing that could hold her off and be brilliant.
You must retrieve them for me. Do this, and I will reveal a safe escape route to leave the Underdark. One that emerges close to where Irenicus plots his next move. In addition to placing you near your target, I shall also make a gift of an item from my hoard. It will be powerful and worthy of your service. So this right now is not the smart thing. Let's ask the second one.
You ask me to oppose a force that you will not? This is a suicide mission then.
I realize the danger of the request, but I do not ask you to simply assault the place. No, there's a much more subtle way to succeed. You will take the identity of a group of Drow I dispatched recently. A party from another city destined for Uthnatha. To become such hated things. I do not look forward to that.
An improvement, I think. One that you should relish as a brief glimpses of your betters.
I will address you shortly, Drow. Make no mistake. First to the rest of you. I will transform you, and you will be able to pass along the Drow with ease. They will not see you through the fiction I create. When you arrive at the gate, tell them you are from the city of Chadnasad, and that you seek your sanctuary within Uthnatha. I think Chadnasad is a small Drow outpost to very much in the south of the Forgotten Realms. Underground, obviously. Well, not 2 or 3 or 4. Actually, the logic is quite fine. I think Skinny will do this.
Yes, cast your spell and let the illusion begin!
Let it be done!
It is done. You now resemble the denizens of the Drow city, complete with a house insignia that will not draw undue attention. I suggest you act like Drow when speaking to anyone.
Well, we have the Prime Advisor to Drow acting with us. You will also have knowledge of the language of the Drow, and your speech will be heard as though you have spoken their dark tongue all your life. The illusion will last as long as it needs. Trying to leave the city through the main gates to the surface will dispel the magic. You will be on your own against impossible odds. I am sorry, but I must protect my interest. The only safe escape is through my influence, once my eggs are recovered.
As long as you honor the part of the deal, especially the part of a powerful item from your hoard, I will be content.
I thank you. Remember, you are from the city of Chadnasat. Take a drow name as well. Use Feldrin. It is commonly used. I thought she would still have words about Viconia being in the group. You return! Sorry, You must hurry your efforts. I cannot bear to have my eggs in the hands of those imbeciles. I ask you to return to the illusion we have concocted. You are Felder of the Drow City of Shadowside. She took refuge against the elves. Go now. Well, I guess she changed her mind about Viconia being an issue. Alrighty then. I guess we are drow now. So time in the next episode, I think, to go and infiltrate the city of Drow, Usnatha. This will be a very interesting experience. And I also think I will give Imoen that crossbow bolt. Maybe sell the rest of its equipment. Might sell for something. It's someone. So until the next episode, where we will begin the intrigue amongst the Drow. It'll be a lot of intrigue indeed, I assure you. Till then.